Welcome, my brothers and sisters in Desna, to Drift Delvers, episode 16. I hope that you all have had good luck and good dreams since the last time we have spoke. Greetings.
Greetings. Praise Desna.
I was trying to think if I have had good dreams.
I've barely slept, so
yeah,
no time for dreams.
The last time we talked about dreams, you gave us a really depressing answer, so we'll move on.
Let's not worry about it.
I actually had an interesting dream last night.
Oh, did you?
I'm watching Arcane, the second season on Netflix, and it's tight. It's so tight.
It's great.
I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Yeah, I can't say anything bad about it, honestly. But I had an Arcane dream. Like I was in like the slums area, you know, and I was just like badass like slum guy, you know, like fighting.
Were you drawn and animated in that same way?
I mean, I was in that world, so everybody with like blue hair and you know, anime looking features, and sometimes I have those dreams, and they stick out, and that one really did because I watched like 4 hours straight of Arcane.
Nice.
You know, I know that a few of you, if not all of you, including me, might feel that this is a little icky or not like what we want to do. But today I ran across somebody who's listening to one of our shows, and this was in a different Discord, and did not know that we also had another show, a 2E show. And it got me thinking, it's like, we don't really do a great job of cross-promoting on our different feeds. Like if you only...
That's not
if you
true,
only,
okay? That's not
well,
true.
Live and Let Fly. We spent a lot of time in Live and Let Fly telling you to go listen to APA. So congrats, Zach. You did a good job on
You're
your
welcome.
feed.
You're welcome, everybody.
But in general, on the other ones, we don't do that great job.
And particularly this one. And, you know, if... It's easy for us to take for granted that everybody that's listening is in our Discord community, and
they're
that's not true, you know? And so, for the sake of the people who only listen and are not in our Discord, first, join our Discord, what's stopping you? Two, I'd like to just do a quick talk about what our other shows. And Zach, since you are so good at this, do you mind starting and telling us a little bit about Lilurf?
Well, you kind of put me on the spot here, man.
I know, but you got this. You got this.
So Live and Let Fly is our run of the Fly Free or Die adventure path. IG Emmett and Adam and Heath and John are all players. Dustin is not in that one, but we do have Emily and Josh in that one as well right now. And it is about a ragtag group of would-be space truckers under the corporate heel doing their best to try to get enough gas money just to make it to the next job.
That's true.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, I can go into greater detail if you want.
No,
but I
I
feel like
think
that's the
that's good.
elevator
Well,
pitch.
and it's also Starfinder.
Yes, it is certainly Starfinder. I didn't say space truckers. I mean,
You did say space
One thing that I will say about Live and Let Fly is I do believe that show has the best crew dynamic across all the shows in our network. You know, and so if you're really into found family type stories, that's going to be a good one for you. Yeah, that's the only thing I want to add to it because
we're still working on it over here. Okay,
yeah, we're still cooking, man.
No doubt, I'm not disparaging any of the other shows. Just that one really kind of hits from the start in that regard.
Yeah.
Heath, do you want to talk about Under the Table?
Sure. Under the Table is our first foray into playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition, which is an objectively more popular system than Starfinder. Starfinder's our first love, but some of us at least, wanted to dip our toes into a little Pathfinder, and that's been really rewarding. We are playing the Outlaws of Alkenstar adventure path, which takes place in the city called Alkenstar, which is sort of less magical than most other places in the Pathfinder universe, and there's political and historical reasons for that. And we or the party members are a scrappy group of, I feel like we're going to say a scrappy group for whatever show we're talking about.
Yeah.
They're ragtag.
They're a scrappy ragtag group.
We have a brand, that's for sure.
Of outlaws, due to either choice or circumstance, who are kind of fighting against the forces of power in this city called Alkenstar, but also kind of similar to Live and Let Fly, are really a lot of the time just scraping by and trying to make it to their next meal and their next day. And Adam is GMing that show. I'm playing in it. Emily from our APA show is in that one as well. And John and Dustin are in that show as well.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, guys. Those are our other two main feeds. We have plenty of other content. We're not going to go through the whole catalog, basically to spare the people that do know us, so they don't have to listen to all that. But you can find all of those feeds on our website. You know.
So you got Tom Talks, you got Federal Protection
Network.
Agency,
Yeah.
you got STF in front.
Yeah, you got it. Thank you. Yeah,
And you have
find all
APA.
that- You can find all that on thestfnetwork.com. APA is on this feed, so
Yeah, you had to skip over it to get here.
Yeah, right.
just you can just scroll back and
Yeah.
it's there.
You don't even
But
have to scroll. You can hit the, if you're using Spotify or a lot of different podcatchers, you can just hit that little drop down that says go to oldest. And boom, you're there.
You're ready to go.
Save your precious thumbs. Sorry, man.
Yeah, we make a lot of content. And I just wanted to make sure those of you that are not online in our online space know about that. So I will say though, truly, our Discord community is awesome, and don't be shy. Do come join us, and you can also find that on the website too.
They're nicer than we are.
Yeah, we're actually the assholes on Discord. So
They're a bunch
cool.
of cinnamon rolls over there, man.
Yeah. God, we make a lot of shows.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been trying to tell you that for like almost 6 years now.
I mean, you tried to tell me that when we added just the second show. And then I was like, yeah, I hear you. Here's 3 more shows.
Yep. I'm just addicted to playing shows and making shows.
Yeah. Well, I just really like playing these games. You know what I mean? And like, it's for me, it's like less about creating more shows than it is getting to play in more adventures or getting to run more adventures. You know, so I just enjoy it. Zach,
Sir.
Game of the year. What you got?
I mean,
Which expansion or DLC is it?
I still gotta go with Banana Clicker on this one.
Banana Clicker?
Sticking with Banana Clicker. Yeah, it really is
with
brilliant.
Banana.
It's really
I mean,
brilliant.
just
I'm
based
pretty
on,
sure that's just a Run the Jewels song. How did they get nominated for Game of the Year?
That was Banana Clipper, sir.
I know.
And they got game, you know.
They do. In fact, I've got
I haven't played all of them that are. I mean, again, I want.
What's
I
your
want-
favorite game that you've played this year? I'm all about putting you on the spot today.
From this year.
Listen, I don't want to say this out loud, but I have not played FF7R Rebirth yet.
Get out. Who are you?
Fuck you.
I know.
You're supposed to be
Overrated.
You're the Final Fantasy guy.
Yeah,
Dude.
I don't understand.
I make no excuses for myself other than I have played a lot of Helldivers 2 with John and our buddy Will and Josh.
And some Monster Hunter.
And some, yeah,
but that's not from this year.
For a while. So I've been playing like old games, I guess, you know. I think I had a lot of fun playing Helldivers, but I don't think that it's a Game of the Year game.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
I want Metaphor to win because I think that it probably has the most heart out of all of the contenders.
I don't even know
Okay.
any of the contenders.
Yeah,
I was going
I
to say
saw the-
Baldur's Gate 3, but I was like, that was last year.
Last year.
Right,
and they
right.
won. But yeah, I saw the list today and I was like, man, I am really far removed from the current. I didn't realize how far removed I was because I didn't recognize any of them.
Right. I'm the same way. Like, I'm the perpetually like 3 to 5 years behind what's current kind of gamer. But I do feel like, I think even more because there's controversy or complaining around it, like Shadow of the Erd Tree is going to win it.
I like the name. That's
I
the
did
DLC, right?
really
Right.
enjoy
Right.
Shadow of the Erd Tree. It was fucking great. You know,
If we're talking DLC, it should be Factorio Space Age.
Oh
Everybody
yeah.
knows it. Y'all know about that Factorio?
I don't even
I
know
mean,
what that
I'm
is.
aware that it's a thing.
Have you tried Satisfactory yet, Dustin?
I have not. That just seems overwhelming. It's 3D factory building.
Yeah,
and I want that
right.
top-down 2D sprite factory building that Factorio offers me.
I gotta tell you that I am kind of regretting bringing this subject up because I don't know.
You knew what you were doing.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I mean, it's
Just
a weird
say Balatro, dude. Just say.
banana clicker. That's what you're saying, right?
I mean, what's the difference? Functionally, what's the difference?
Is it one of those games like my students play where you just click the same thing millions of times and it just gives you points? Is that what banana clicker is?
Yeah.
Okay,
you just click
because
fucking
my
banana.
students have, there's so many versions of that. It's like cookie clicker or
Yeah.
NFL clicker or whatever. But they literally just sit there on their mouseless Chromebooks and just tap the pad over and over and over again. And they'll do it for 30 minutes. And I'm like,
Right.
how is this fun?
Because they're in class. Class is boring.
Yeah. I mean,
It's like an old lady playing slots without the payoff.
Yeah.
You know? Sitting there pressing
yeah,
the
it's
button.
just the what is it? A Skinner box? Is that what it's called? I think it's called a Skinner box.
Well, sounds like it was a great year for video games.
Totally.
It probably was, but I'm still living in like 2019 video game wise.
I mean, it has been a good year for my hobby of choice or whatever with TTRPGs. Lots of cool stuff has come out and been exciting, you know. There's a lot of stuff coming around the corner. You know, next year, Starfinder 2E releases officially.
Oh boy.
We'll get to that in 3 years.
Yeah, right.
Although we are making quite a good pace here in Drift Delvers. We are nearing the end of book 1. Are you guys
That's pretty
aware of that?
crazy.
Yeah.
I think you had mentioned that either after or at the end of last episode, but it is kind of wild to already be almost the book end. I imagine we're going to get more bogged down in like books 2 and 3 than we did in book 1.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, I did trim a lot of book 1 to get us through the suck. But book 2 is my favorite.
Cool.
How do you guys feel about the are you surprised that we're so close to the end of book 1?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Feels like we just
Yeah.
started. Although, like, I believe some, Sumama over here had a good hand in it.
Sumama, I love
getting those awesome diplomacy checks. We're passing by that little like checkpoint.
Well, there was that, and then there was also the skipping. I mean, we like you mentioned earlier, there was some material that was skipped. So, I mean, I'm kind of like, oh wow, it's here already. It's
Yeah,
here now,
the
but,
introductory like pirate fight. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a couple episodes worth of content we skipped.
Yeah. Well, and as I said, book 2 is really, really good, and I think we'll definitely spend some time in book 2. There's some cool surprises and stuff in there. But, you know, here we are at the end of book 1 at this dream station. And so a dream station, just for a little bit of clarification or information, is that it's essentially a large spaceship. So there's like a bridge on this station. Like it moves through space, right? And initially, dream stations are supposed to be a refuge, kind of like a travel stop, you know, for...
It's a Love's truck stop.
Yeah,
Truck stop is nice.
Yeah, and, you know, Desna is known to be a good god, right? A good deity. But you guys arrived in this, you know, your universe, but you've sussed out that you're somewhere in the future of that universe. And there's just destruction everywhere you've gone. You know, a planet was exploded. You saw the Hell Knights and the Knights of Galarian had destroyed each other in ship-to-ship combat, and that had been there for a long time. And you get to this station that is also has lots of damage on it, and you can tell hasn't been visited in a long time. It certainly hasn't been maintained. And you guys made your way through the airlock, and you tried to get into this real sturdy metal door, and noticed that the panel, for one, doesn't have any power. The station itself doesn't have any power, and trying to access that, you were still getting like weird fuzz or like scramble on the pad, and that it kind of was rerouted somewhere else, you know, and so you're going to have to kind of dig in on that. But you went deeper into the station, and you found Zach Morris's hangout, the Saved by the Bell diner, and
It really is the future.
yeah. And that's where you guys were when Subhana heard some noise coming down the hall, and when she peeked around the corner, she saw 3 shambling Dessamars that were like zombified, and that is where we left last time. So yeah,
Zombies.
Zombies. Yeah, you guys have the jump on the zombies. I believe as we went off air last time, Zach was like, well, let's kill him. Which I think is not a bad idea.
Well, I tend to agree with Zach. Actually.
Yeah.
I agree with
Zach
our
see
Zach,
eye to
not
eye a lot.
Zach Morris, because he is trash.
Right. No, I'm talking about obviously the better Zach. Come on. Sayun will draw his sword first of all. Just save a part of a move action.
Yeah, so you guys have kind of the jump on these guys. I'm going to give each of you a single move or standard action before we roll initiative. You know, now they're not attacking you, but like I'm giving you this free action before we even get into initiative order. So in order to determine who goes first, why don't you guys go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay.
And then that will be easier for me to ask you what you want to do.
Jesus. Damn. So that's a 4 for me, and for Sayun as well.
I rolled
Not
a
great.
natural 1, you know, so.
All right, there we go. Got a 6. Woohoo!
4,
Wow.
4, 6. Really rolling hot.
10.
Dude. Unbelievable. Terrible rolls to start this.
We're baiting them. We want them to go first so we can take advantage and react. You know?
Hold on. Because I have a paradox. I can use one of my fucking paradox for an initiative check. And frankly, at this point,
Have you used one ever?
No, I haven't.
Go for it.
Because
man.
and it's going to be a 13, so barely better. Yeah.
Okay, but
Yeah,
it makes a difference.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
All right, well, I will change that for you and go ahead and take that paradox off.
Yes.
I'm just trying to visualize, like, what would that look like, you know?
So,
like, you get, we start the combat. Obviously, real combats don't have, like, rounds or whatever, but it's like, we go to, like, prepare up, and you're like, no, fuck that, I'm going to be quicker.
Yeah.
No, how I imagine that actually takes place is that, like, think of, like, almost a shimmer or a you know how like they always portray time skipping in movies, you know how it's just always like an outline of the person before they get to that spot, kind of like that, you know,
Like little phasing.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, well, Subhana, because of that paradox choice and a little bit of phasing, you can make your first surprise round choice here. Now, you got a standard action or a move action. They have not noticed you. They just seem to be, like, roaming the halls, and you were able to hear them without them noticing you. None of you are in their line of sight. You're hiding right behind the corner. What would you like to do?
So, I mean, there's not really anything I can do to offensively towards them because I don't have line of sight. So all I really can do is move. It's not sexy, but like, honestly, the best thing I can do is just to have everybody, I mean, it's to move across the hallway, which might get me noticed, but at the same time...
You could try to move stealthily.
That's what we want to try to do. So I can give people on the other side so we can kind of focus down on this hallway. So, 15 feet, and let's try that stealth. That is a 19 on the stealth.
All right, so you kind of continuing your phase across there, and they're just... And they don't seem to notice or hear you.
Nice. Now, am I able to see how many there are?
As you passed, you saw 3.
3? Okay, so very quiet. I mean, silently. She kind of just holds up a finger, holds up 3 fingers, and just points them in their locations, whether they're to the left or to the right, etc. Okay?
They're just like down the hall. Okay.
Right.
Next up for the surprise round, old Gilderon.
Gilderon here. Don't know what the heck to do, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get drifty. And cast my drift step.
Nice.
I phase, you can see. Just a little bit faster.
Wonderful.
Shit on the floor, get drifty.
All right, Sayun.
Okay, so I'll take a move action. Sayun will opt for the move action. And he will move to the east, like out of the sitting area. I think I can get about right. I think I measured it just 5-10 feet into the hallway or so. And as part of that move action, first he will lift over his head and draw his odachi, and take a kind of a low guard stance, and then he'll bring one of his free hands up over that and summon his shield in place, and just steady his grounding, and just get ready, because he knows if nobody else is going to stand in front of these folks, he's got to do it.
Defensive posture.
I will say that movement does draw the attention of the zombies, and they kind of stop in their tracks and turn back towards you. But you are ready to go, and Raya, you have a surprise round action here.
Are the zombies in that room to the northwest,
no,
or are they to the northeast?
That you came
they're in the hallway. Okay. Yeah. Well, then I guess I want to move closer to that direction. Okay, that's Sayun. Yeah, I'm just gonna go over and get near Sayun. Now, as far as my adaptive strike, right? So it says manifesting or dismissing your adaptive strike is a move action that takes the same amount of effort as drawing or sheathing. So would you think that I can do it as part of a move action?
I would.
Okay, cool. Well, as she's going, you guys see a ice blue with tinges of a light purple tail grow.
Ooh, got a tail
behind
going.
her. And it's like a long tail, because I have the potential to do 10-foot reach strikes. But the tail is like shards of ice, if you're a Monster Hunter fan, like Velkhana.
Yeah,
which has been my inspiration for the dragon nature of Raya.
Love it.
So it's a long, the end of the tail is like spikes of what appear to be ice, but they're also misting out super cold, sort of steam. Because I've had somebody already a couple of times now be like, can't really justify why you're doing cold damage, but okay, when I'm doing piercing or slashing. So that's my justification for that. The tail and the end of it is producing super frozen mist,
Love it. All right.
Nice.
Okay. We are going to start this combat proper. And Sumama, you've got the jump here.
Mama Sue.
I'm loving it.
Mommy.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna have to use one of my actions to move into position, and so that puts me into line of sight with one of these drift zombies.
Dead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the drift dead. So
What they call it? I don't know.
we'll see. And let me just measure real quick. I couldn't see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've got 30 feet. I can definitely fire. It is going to have cover, but I am going to go ahead and try to fire past Sayun with my laser rifle.
Let's go.
You can do it this time, Sumama.
That was a critical fail.
That was, straight up natural one. It'd blast a hole in Sayun's head.
No, I was gonna say it buzzes right by his head. He probably like jerks to the side a little bit, like
Dude, that's too close, man.
You just see she looks absolutely mortified at that, and she's just, I am so sorry. Will not happen again.
I'm sorry. He uses his one free hand and he kind of waves it off like it's fine. It's fine, you know.
I'm just all jittery.
The rude Dessamar is going to go.
Give us the raspberry?
Yeah, it's very rude. And put the nose on, thumb on your nose and do the little rooster thing. You know,
You're trying to jam us, sir.
And with that, Sayun, you feel from the inside as if something is tearing you apart on the inside.
I don't know that you know what? I don't think I don't want to do that. Actually.
Well, let's see how.
I told you
he
shouldn't have stopped by Taco Bell.
All right, we're looking at this is probably going to miss here with a 12 against EAC.
Oh yeah, it's a big miss.
All right, so you just kind of let some gas out. You're like, no, I'm good. You know, a little too
My fault. It is not.
rude. The chaotic one is going to try to do the same to Raya.
Okay.
That's a much better roll. We're looking at a 20 against EAC.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, so your stomach does gurgle as you feel it, like the molecules being pulled apart one by one, and you are going to suffer 4 points of acid damage.
Okay.
And that will be its turn. You see that they're like, for our listeners, the crew is in this room, and they're looking up a hall that goes north, and they're about 30 feet away from the front two zombies, and then there's a third one a little bit about 10 feet behind them, and you see that these zombies are trying to something seems to be keeping them from moving past anywhere closer to you. And if you remember, this room had that sensation of being blessed by Desna, so you kind of get this sense that they're instinctually trying to move further, but also something is keeping them at bay. So he will not use a move action to come closer. And the straight edge Dessamar says, guys, we're not supposed to be doing this. Come on, guys. Let's see. It will move up to get in range and also try to do the same thing to Raya.
Okay.
One more just because that's the one that they can hit, not because I don't like you. I just want you to know that.
Okay. Good to know.
That is a 12 against EAC.
Nope.
All right. That is the end of the zombies' turn. And so now we're back at Gilderon.
All right. Gilderon is actually still in the room, the Saved by the Bell room, so he doesn't know what's going on in the hall, so he's going to move east and stand by Subana, right behind Raya, And let me map this out. See how. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna. So they can't come near us because of this protection from Desna.
It seems that way.
Okay.
They're sitting ducks. We've got them right where we want them.
Well, this should be pretty easy. Subana, you'll just calm down and you can just shoot fish in the barrel. And I'm gonna do what's it called? It is called a covering fire. So as I'm running up, I stop and then I see the zombie guy and then I harrying fire, which is a flat 15.
Were you doing covering fire or harrying fire?
Did I say covering fire initially?
Yeah.
Then that's the one that gives you a +2 circumstance bonus to AC against your next attack for that creature. So I'm going to target the one that I can barely see. Mm-hmm. That's right on the corner of the hallway.
Right, and so you're going to provide covering fire for, I'm sorry, who? Sayun?
Well, this is just anybody that, so no, I don't hit it. That's a 9.
Well, what's your modifier? Your ranged modifier, because you do get to add that to it.
Probably not
Yeah.
6.
It's just it's just like
not
you
6.
shoot your gun or use your weapon, and if your normal kind of roll would hit a 15, you make it.
Nope, it's a +4. So no, I
Oh, it's
don't.
close, but no cigar. Okay, but you're in there, you see what's going on, you try to give covering fire. Again, Sayun, you've got bullets whizzing by your head out front, and it is your turn.
So just to clarify, like if you're going to use covering fire, you do have to specify one ally. Mm-hmm. It's not like it's not anybody that enemy attacks.
Yeah, okay, then.
Yeah, you're covering
It'd be
for a
Sayun.
particular person, right? Yeah. But it didn't work anyway. So, Sayun, you are up.
All right, tell me again. I kind of missed where you talked about how they can't come any closer, where that is.
There's just a sense that they're like, their shambling nature wants to push forward, but they're hesitating at the at this part of the hall. This like little opening of the hall that goes south to the guest quarters where you just came from, where you felt a deep presence of Desna.
Right. It's like this room is blessed by Desna or whatever.
Okay. All right, so Sayun will... He's going to move forward to engage, basically. He's going to move up and then kind of cut to the left to avoid that opportunity attack, if they could get it, and then close back in.
Nice.
Which will put him in melee range with
Tactical.
the southernmost drift zombie and the one immediately to the north of it. So Sayun, I think, will... Let's go for the straight edge Dessamar drift zombie.
All right, let's do it. Let's get it.
So we will attack with an entropic strike.
It'd be hilarious if you were like imbuing the edge of your blade with like a drug or a poison.
Attack first.
Yeah.
Need to roll the attack first. 16 against EAC.
That is a hit.
Okay. I have a sense that these folks... Okay, I actually don't remember if you have to wait till you level up to change whether your Tropic Strike does acid or bludgeoning or both.
It always is an option. That's standard
That's
start.
what I thought. It's always...
Yeah.
I would like to do blunt damage, not acid damage.
Got it. Let's get blunt about it.
Okay.
Fired up, baby.
It's not fire damage, it's blunt damage.
One and the same, my friend.
Well, I rolled a 5 on that one. I did roll a 6 in the first one, so that's a bit of a bummer.
Well, this is how you learn about order of operations. I hope you take away
It's my
some
first time
knowledge.
playing the game, everybody. Okay, I'm new. Please have a little.
We have all this content, but
Please
this is
have
your first
patience
time
with me.
Yeah. Okay, that is 5 points of damage, nonetheless. That
Okay,
goes
so it
into
all
the
goes
straight.
through?
It does all go through. Yes.
Okay. Very good.
All right. Not a bad turn. You're up there in the thick of it, though. Now, Raya, you're up.
Yeah, while I love the idea of them not being able to push in and we could just take pot shots at them. That's not how I'm the most effective at combat.
Same.
And if Seiyun starts taking some damage, like, I want to be able to do a little stamina healing for us. So Raya is going to come bravely join your side. I do get 1 mutation point, which gives me an extra 5 feet of movement speed this turn. Or for as long as I have it, rather. So I'm going to move in. Oh, I went. Sorry, I moved on to Seiyun's token, and now I can't move my token.
Use the numpad.
Yeah, your directional keys.
Yeah.
Oh,
you go.
cool. Yeah. So that's not the path I would have taken.
Yeah, I got you.
I went between Seiyun's legs, just for flavor. So she'll.
Hello.
Hello. It was a cool slide, you know. No, she comes in, and I will make an adaptive strike on, I guess on the straight edge one, so we can try to focus down.
Yeah.
These guys. So. Sorry. Does a. Okay, 19 should get it, I would think.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Good deal. So that is going to be 6 cold damage from the tail as the tail like comes over her shoulder, you know, and like stabs at this guy,
nice.
and like where it goes in, the mist from the end of the tail like freezes around the wound.
Ooh, lovely. I like it. Still standing, but looking pretty rough. Did I show you a picture of these things?
No. Maybe?
Yeah, it's really
Maybe
it's
last
actually
time?
strong art.
Yeah,
Yes,
you did.
last time.
Yeah.
That's right.
It is cool.
They're buggy.
Yeah. So Dessamars are like, they're actually a playable species, and they are like moth people, you know? But this one looks pretty haggard, pretty worse for wear. That is the end of round 1. We're going to jump on up to the start of round 2, and Subana, you're up.
All right, so Sabana takes a long, hard look at these Dessamars. No, actually, yeah, Sabana is going to move forward. Let me see. Yeah, I got to be within 25 feet. So she's going to shift grip, or release grip of from 2 hand to 1 hand for her azimuth laser rifle, and she's going to try to do an injury echo on the one that's been targeted so far.
Okay.
There we go. And in her mind, she sees the transformation of this from something vibrant and live to now dead, and is going to try to channel that and express it as damage to the rude Dessamar drifted zombie. So let's see here.
Okay, so I need to roll a save, right?
Yes, it is a will save.
Okay, so yeah, you are like making this poor once Desnian attendant of this space station relive their transformation into a zombie.
I mean, it's
You
harsh
asshole.
thinking about that. It's harsh thinking about that, but you know what? It's the first thing that came to Subana's head.
Well, they roll a natural 20, so they save against that. Yes,
A lying drift zombie is what that is.
You're not gonna double zombie me.
It's okay because the Desnians were an evil cult offshoot of the Desnans.
Okay, you still get
didn't
to
know
roll
if you
some
were being
damage because they will take half damage.
Yes.
Wait,
No. It says will negates, not half.
Yeah,
So
'cause it's a
there's no
cantrip.
damage.
My bad.
Yeah.
Yep,
It's all right.
okay.
So, yes, that is my turn.
okay. Well, the rude Dessamar is like injury echo, bite me.
Come in here and
and it's
bite me
going-
then.
Is going to double claw attack Raya.
It's like the classic. What are you going to do? Stab me?
Well, no, he can't
already-
come and bite me because we're
Right.
literally in a sanctified ground. You know.
Yeah, but he's going to bite me.
He's gonna claw you.
well-
all right. with a full attack. So the first
Okay.
roll is a 15 against KAC.
That will hit.
All right, and the second roll is a 11 against KAC.
That will not hit.
All right, so one goes wide, but one sinks into your chest meat, and I got a lot of weird looks to
Another
that
way
one.
to say chest.
Her boob?
Well, I said what I said. 6 slashing damage to you.
Ow.
My tatas.
My boob.
I'm just going to say it's a rib in my
There
head.
you go.
I mean, it is chest meat, but whatever you guys got to do. Okay, that's going to be their turn. The chaotic one is going to go. I'm going to roll a die here to see if they attack Raya or Sayun.
Sure.
All right, that's going to be a Sayun attack.
Good.
Going to do the same thing, double claw. Here we go.
Okay.
First one is a serious miss, and the second one is an even seriouser miss.
Whoa.
That's an 8 and a
Sayun
5. Yeah,
Parries
so-
both attacks.
Lovely. All right, the straight edge says, "This is why combat training was important, guys." And he's going full attack Sayun.
While you guys were busy drinking your caffeine.
All right, the first one is a 16 against KAC.
That's a miss.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I can hit you with these full attacks then, brother. All right, that is 2 misses then. Gilderon, you're up.
2 more parries.
Gilderon. He is going to step forward into the hall just a little bit, kind of right in front of Subana, about 10 feet or 15 feet into the hall. And I'm being very specific. And
Doing a
then
great
he
job,
is
Dustin.
going to try it again. He's going to try covering fire again, but this time it's going to be Raya. And then I'm going to target the rude Dessamar, because Gilderon does not abide rudeness. And let's do it. This time I know what to do, so let's strike.
There
Ooh.
it is. There it is.
Well, I don't think that does anything for a natural 20, but that was a natural 20.
Nice.
Yeah, you definitely succeed.
I
Tell you what.
super succeed.
Tell you what, this is not a long-term thing. I have to think about it, but for now, for the natural 20, I'll bump that bonus up to a +3.
Ooh,
Nice. So, Raya, you have a +3 bonus to your AC to the next attack from the rude
Cool. I
Desna.
like that.
Smart.
Sweet.
Okay, lovely. Sayun, what you got?
Sayun will continue his attack. I'm not going to full attack, I don't think. I think we'll just go for the single, not even an entropic strike, just like a
Straight sword slash.
straight
eh?
sword slash. It's not going to pump it. Oh, 9, that's a miss.
That is a miss, indeed.
All right.
Okay. Well,
I mean, I'm not moving, so
we make choices.
we do. It's not a matter that I like made a choice. It's that Foundry's algorithm made a choice for me.
I'm
But,
gonna
you know,
roll
you could've
my
fought-
fancy dice I bought for this character.
You could, yeah, Foundry made the choice, not Norse Foundry. You should be rolling your Norse Foundry die.
Okay,
on
well,
your
you know
attacks.
what? I got those.
I'll do that
Right.
shit.
All right. Raya, you're up.
I will be rolling my Norse Foundry die. I will not be full attacking, though part of me would really kind of like to crit fish, because now that I have racked up 2 mutation points, it unlocks my critical effect from my cold weapons. But I will not full attack, because that will allow me to use a swift action, which I will use for biotic invigoration.
Nice.
So that I can pump some stamina healing really onto myself. I don't think Sayun's taken any damage thus far. But if he does, then he'll get some stamina healing for the next 3 rounds.
Chilling at the moment.
Yep.
These scrubs can't even hit your boy.
Can't even do it.
Can't do it. Okay, so I'll gain stamina points equal to my evolutionist level, but my instinct increases that by half my MP total. So that's another 1.
Yeah, sounds great. So that's 3 back to you. And then we're going to get an attack on either the rude, the chaotic, or straight edge Dessamar.
I think we're going to try to finish off the straight edge.
All right.
For sure. So yeah, let's... That's a natural 20. Yes!
There we go. Norse Foundry in the house. Listen,
so
guys,
excited.
we are sponsored by Norse Foundry. If you're listening, you can go to their website, put in STF as the code, and get you some percentage off. I believe it's 10% off, maybe 15. Beautiful die. There we go.
This beautiful purple icy looking die. That's awesome because I've never gotten one of my adaptive strike cold damage critical effects. It won't matter because it's going to kill him.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna kill him. So,
but if it didn't kill him, it would bind him.
Oh, interesting.
Tight.
Yeah. The cold critical effect is bind. Yep. So that's gonna be. I rolled high. I rolled max damage actually, so it's 9 doubled, 18.
Yeah, I mean, he had 2 hit points left.
Yeah, so she goes, like, the tail kind of comes up over her shoulder like a serpent, and strikes, like, I've played a lot of Monster Hunter, and that Velkhana tail will catch you repeatedly, and I hate it so much, just right through the middle of the chest. The, like, spear of ice shoots through his chest, and then you see the mist, like, coming out from behind him before she very rapidly, like, sucks the tail back out, and he drops dead.
Sayun glances to his left, just kind of seeing what's going on with Raya there, and he raises a hairless brow, and then just does a slight nod, like he's impressed with her for that one,
I got
Nice. All right. Round 3, Subana, you're up. You're muted and shouldn't be.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was throwing all my dice onto the table, and so I had
We want to hear that.
Yeah, totally, right?
capture.
Yeah, it's important to capture that. I'm going to try to daze, and how I imagine that to be flavored is try to revert back to going from live to dead, to go into zombie. So just kind of like, well, actually, it smarts off at me, so it is, it's not mindless, is it?
It's just flavor shit talking to zombies.
Yeah, like, don't take that seriously.
Because I almost said something about it too. Like, for a zombie, you're pretty
mouthy,
lucid,
Yeah, you know what? Then, hands. So instead of days, and I'm just gonna try an injury echo again. Then, because I don't want to waste my turn on potentially mindless zombie.
So which one are you?
Still the mouthy one, the rude one.
All right.
You could also, and I don't mean to play your turn for you, have we done any kind of knowledge checks about these guys?
I mean, that's free, so yeah, I can do that.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
I'll
since
do
it's
that.
free,
keep
it in mind.
Okay.
Here we go. Here's the will save. Ooh, rolling good on these will saves, buddy. I'm sorry, that's a 19. So no damage taken there.
Cool. I'm just gonna stay here because I don't want to get in the way of Gildy.
All right. One of those will hit, I promise.
You're doing great. You're not wasting spell slots.
Did you want to do a knowledge check there, John?
Yeah, actually I do. I almost forgot about it, just being completely deflated and feeling useless in my rolls.
Well, here comes the natural 20 then.
Let's find out.
That's going to be mysticism, please.
Mysticism. Let me see what my mysticism is. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be a 17.
All right. That's definitely going to get you some questions. What you want to know?
Let's see. Special abilities?
Okay, it has the Drift Rip ability, and that is that ranged attack that it's doing where it's actually reconfiguring your insides through, like, drift manipulation.
That's terrifying.
Don't love that.
No, not at all.
That is their only special ability.
Raya's like, I reconfigure my own insides. Thank you very much.
I did not consent to that.
I'll give you another piece of information because that's a pretty good roll there. All right. I'm going to give you 2 pieces of information. They do have undead immunities, and to remind you of what that is, they are immune to bleed, death effects, disease, mind-affecting effects, paralysis, poison, sleep, and stun, and any effect that requires a fortitude save. So y'all keep your fortitude checks to yourselves for these guys.
Keep them to yourselves.
And I don't think any of you have the capability to wound right now. But
Nah,
if
it's
you did,
pretty low level for that.
yeah, they do have this issue where it's a -2 to any checks against.
To save against wound.
Yeah,
So they're very woundable.
Yeah, they're falling apart.
That's pretty
That makes
neat.
sense.
I mean, kind of sucks that it's like at such a low level when like nobody's gonna
Doesn't
have
matter,
wound.
right.
right.
But if you did, you'd be chopping arms off and stuff.
Right.
All right, it is the rude Desamar's zombie's turn, and we're gonna attack Raya. Raya, remember that you have a +3 to
Yeah.
your AC here from the covering
Just
fire
for this one attack.
for this one attack. Yep.
Okay.
Here comes the claw attack. That is a 19 against your KAC.
Bodyguard.
Yeah,
Whoa!
it's still gonna hit even with
Even with the
+3.
bodyguard?
No, with the bodyguard's gonna do it. Is what I'm saying. It would have hit despite the +3, but the bodyguard gives me +2. So
Yeah,
there
so we
we
got
get
his
to
long
there.
boy arm over Raya's head. Just ding.
Yeah, we got teamwork protecting Raya here, and that is going to be that rude zombie's turn.
That's awesome.
That was
Nice.
great. The chaotic one is going to attack Sayun with a single attack.
Okay, my AC is reduced by 1.
Bodyguard. I wish, but
That's 12 against KC.
That's still a
I
miss.
believe. Yes, all right. Gilderon, you're up.
Gilderon. Let's see. He's gonna post up where he is right now, and use a telekinetic projectile on the rude Dessamar.
Okay.
Here we go. All right. That's a 20 against KAC.
That's going to get it, buddy.
All right. So I imagine he picks up like a 80s, early 90s plastic lunch tray sitting in the Saved by the Bell lunchroom,
it's a,
and he
it's
just
a
like
Ninja
flings it.
Turtles lunchbox, like the little
Hell
plastic
yeah.
lunchbox.
Yeah,
you know?
man.
I had one of those.
Or no. What was the biker mice from Mars?
Biker mice from
Oh,
Mars.
wow, dude.
Oh, we could just stop playing and talk about those kind of TV shows. But anyways, the biker mice from Mars just zips past my head, aimed towards this guy, and it hits for...
I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Oh, wrong.
That is the song of Desna in our world.
Yeah.
So
Can't you hear it?
Well, when we sing it, we need to like tweak it and make it a little legally distinct.
Like
you
the
know?
lunchbox
Okay, alright.
bounces off of the Desamar's head and starts a chain reaction of hitting different surfaces like
Yeah,
walls.
that's like
and that's
Exactly.
and that was at the rude one.
The rude one, yeah, 5 damage.
5 damage.
Bludgeoning.
Nice. Okay, Sayun, you're up.
Sayun is going to attack the chaotic Dessamar drift
All right.
zombie. Single attack, normal strike, nothing fancy. Slow and steady wins the race, except when you roll a 9. I need to stop doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, I was sitting there playing with my
We already
die
talked about this.
the whole time, and then put it down
Put it down to roll it on.
to roll the foundry. Yeah, it's just
You did it to yourself, man.
Eric, do you see this?
That's what
do you
really
see
hurts.
this? Do you hear this?
I'll see you guys next episode.
All right. Well, you're taking hits, Raya.
Okie doke. So the rude boy has been hit, but isn't like dying or like
Correct.
super duper low. Okay. So first things first,
Rude
my
boy.
biotic invigoration will pop me off another 3, which will go to 4 next turn. So 3 more stamina takes me up to 12 out of 16. I love that stamina healing. And
Me too.
I will, I don't have to use the swift action anymore, so I think I am going to full attack and just try to crit fish.
All right, let's see what you can get.
Okay. And yeah, it's -4 for each attack.
That's correct.
Okay, the first one is a 5 total.
No.
Okay.
Close.
Okay, 17 on the die, so an 18 total.
Yes, sir. That'll get it.
Okie doke. So the snake-like ice tail darts over again, and let's see the damage. 5 damage to, I think it like stabs into the neck of the rude Dessamar.
All right, right. Still standing, but looking rough. Looking real rough.
Looking more rougher.
All right, so here we are in round 4, guys. Surprising to me, but I guess that's just how low-level combat goes. Sabana, you're up.
Okay.
Injury echo?
Yes, because the fact that, we know the fact. It's dead, and also there's 3 people in front of me, so...
Right.
You know.
It's the play.
It's the
I just
go-to.
have to fail. Yeah, I just have to fail. So here comes my will save, bud. Here we go. All right. You're going to be pleased with this. That's a 7.
Okay, yeah, I am pleased with that. All right, and so, yeah, that's going to be 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Yeah, you see it kind of like freak out for a second and feel that conversion into a zombie. And you almost hear in its like last like expelling of air, I don't want to call it breath, but as the air in the body just kind of
The death rattle.
Its last mouth fart.
yeah, Desna, and goes down. Good job. You got the one that mattered. You got the kill.
Fucking did work.
The old kill sniper.
Which is good because it was gonna be the rude one's turn next. So now we only have one left.
I'm just going to move 5 feet.
Oh, you're gonna move.
Yep,
All right,
there you go.
great.
That's it.
All right, and it is going to be the chaotic Desamar's turn. And here we go. Let me roll a dice to see who's going to attack. Odds, Sayun, evens, Raya. That's evens. So Raya, this is coming at you.
Okay.
Claw swings out, tries to slash you in your face, and I believe might success there with a dirty 20.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
All right, so here comes some damage to you. 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay, back down to 6 stamina. But, without the biotic invigoration, I'd be well into my health by now.
Oh, hell yeah. All right, well, Gilderon, you're up.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to move up 5 feet to get right by Sayun diagonally so I can see the chaotic Dessamar drift zombie even better. And I'm going to covering fire again. My ally is Raya, so if I succeed, that's +2 AC against this guy. I like me some covering fire.
It's a good support move for sure. Yeah.
It really is.
All right, that does it. 16 against EAC.
All right, so Raya, you got +2 against a potential attack from the remaining zombie.
Nice.
But let's see if Sayun is going to go bold or go safe.
Okay. I have a physical die
Okay.
in my hand.
Here we
I'm
go.
going
Put it
to
down
roll
so you can
that
click.
to represent the attack that I am going to perform. just so
I think I'm
you
I'm
tracking me? You with
I
me
think-
on that?
yeah,
All right,
I think
bet.
so.
It's a natural 6.
Damn.
Moderately better, I suppose, than
Well,
the 4.
what does that take it? What does it take it to?
Takes it to an 11
Against EAC, right?
against KAC because I'm not doing an entropic strike.
But you're not doing it.
Not doing an entropic strike.
Idiot! That would have hit if it was in dropping.
I didn't want to.
It's okay. That's a miss. That's a
I'm
miss.
not-
Hey, it's okay, buddy. It's okay, buddy.
What do you want me to say?
We're gonna
Next.
We're gonna put a descriptor in front of your name, Pouty Sayun. All right. Staminus Raya, you're up.
That's my Roman Legion name.
Yeah.
Okay. in another universe. All right. Yeah, I mean, why not just full attack now that I don't have any swift actions to do? But first, this will be the last turn of my biotic invigoration. So I go to 4 mutation points, which means I gain 4 instead of 3 stamina, which is nice.
Sweet.
Back to 10 stam, and then we'll get to full attacking.
That's so good.
Yeah, these zombies ain't shit.
That is such a good ability.
So
But
good.
it does, like, once it's over, like, I cannot use it again until I take a 10-minute rest to regain
Yeah,
stamina.
but still, once per combat situation is pretty good. All right, let's get
All
it.
right, the first
Full
one
attack.
is a 6, so that is
That
not
is
going to hit.
No, it will not.
Okay. The second one is a 16, though.
That will hit.
Nice. Okie doke. So, that's going to be 7. 7 cold damage.
All right. You bloodied it in one shot there, Raya.
Nice. Okay, I think this one, the tail, like, instead of going over the shoulder, it, like, whips around kind of like a boxer throwing a hook, you know? Mm-hmm. And, like, pierces the like, side, you know, like, under the ribs.
So not the chest meat?
Not at all, no. And then, and freezes, like, you know, a patch around the wound.
Okay. All right, we are at the top of round 5. Subana, you're up. Do you think you can clear this thing out or what?
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to try to fire with my azimuth laser rifle. So I'm going to have to move up. Still going to have cover, but it's only -2. So let's try. And hopefully I don't shoot poor Raya in the back of the head.
That would be terrible.
Yeah, right?
Yep.
Let's see. That is 12 on the die plus 4. So that's going to
That's a
be a
hit,
16.
Yeah,
Nice.
you got it.
All right. Oh, wait. It's a 1d8. Rolled another 1d20. I wish.
That'd be a great damage die at second level.
Right. Max damage. That's going to be 8. 8 fire.
Your foe has fallen, man.
You really out here kill sniping everybody.
He is, man. What I want to
I mean, hey, I got to work my magic somehow.
Took this
That's right.
invigorating fusion for nothing.
Mama Subana's being vigilant. That's
So you guys clear the zombies. Very nicely done, folks.
I want to say that after the combat is resolved, Seiyun looks down at his sword, and he's got a worrying furrow to his brows, and he's like looking at it, and he's like kind of swishing it left to right, like checking the balance on the sword, like he's wondering like
what's going on?
what's the problem here, you know?
The furrow of your hairless brow gives me pause. What's the problem?
Okay, well, you clean those up pretty well. I mean, a couple misses, but nobody really got too hurt. You can continue forward. You can take 10 minutes, whatever you want to do here. But the map is yours, as somebody says, I'm sure.
Somebody says that.
The map is yours.
Yeah.
I guess we just continue exploring this hallway, right? Because this is
Yeah.
I know I
so-
would want to check that first door that we just walked right by.
Yes.
first thing
I
we
was
do.
waiting for a chance. I was like, the one that we walked by early in the dungeon and then never came back to because of ADD.
in the airlock area. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you guys can make
Okay.
your way back there. You know,
All right.
I'm not going to
This-
stop you.
door. We missed it earlier.
Yeah, you ran off down the hole.
Fair enough.
Okay.
He's just being a completionist. That's all right.
It's the opposite of that. He skipped a thing to complete.
Well, he's just going back and making sure. So.
I'm something of a speedrunner more than a completionist.
Oh, is that what it is? I just get those two confused, I guess.
The door is not locked at all. It was there waiting to be opened.
Waiting to be.
Primed.
And it opens into a supply room. This room contains rows of wire shelves with organized and labeled stores of food, medicine, clothes, and other supplies. Obviously, the food has long since spoiled and been decomposed into dust. But there are 50 R2E meals.
Ooh.
There is a reinforced EVA suit too.
Okay.
I don't know what that is, but sounds cool.
Well, I'll tell you
No?
in a minute when I pull it up.
You son of a bitch.
Okay, so this is a level 3 suit of armor. It is heavy armor.
Nope.
So that's a Raya situation, right? Mm-hmm. All right, this gives you... this can't be right.
It's right.
Am I reading this correctly? Hold on one
Gives you
second.
free biscuits.
No, it's insane.
See, Sam?
Plus 4 bonus to EAC, and it says a plus 8 bonus to KAC.
Whoa.
All right. What's the drawback? There's got to be some huge thing.
Yeah, you can't move.
Right.
You take a minus 20 or extra 20 damage to fire or something.
Right.
No, it does have an armor check penalty of -3. So, all
Shit
your,
about that.
any of your dexterity based stuff would be affected there. Your speed
-5.
adjustment is -5. Yes, I got it. There's only one upgrade slot, and it does have 3. It is 3 bulk.
Those drawbacks are not that big of a drawback for me.
I cannot believe
because my
plus
mutation points I get an ascending amount of mobility as a fight goes on.
Okay, well, I will give this to you, even
Heck
though
yeah. I don't trust that I should.
well, yeah, it's just like, okay, well, now I'm just never gonna hit you.
That's great.
I failed to
what's
see
the problem here?
though.
Yeah, this is good.
This is a
right?
solution.
Exactly what I want, Adam.
All right, well, I will. You now
You can
have
hit
that.
me. You'll just have to target the one that's not getting a +8.
Yeah, just EAC. That puts your ACs now at 15 for EAC and 18 for KAC.
That's really
Yes,
good.
Such a bump.
You'll
Such
never
a
have to
bump.
bodyguard them again. SAN.
I mean, it's what I'm sitting at with an entropy point. And,
Yeah, it's good. It's juicy. Let's see, what else is there? There's a super capacity battery.
Take that. We probably can't use it for anything yet, but
Who wants it? Who wants to hold it, rather?
give that to Raya, the one with the strength.
Yeah, but she's pushing
could just-
bulk
you could
now.
I
just
just
throw it
added
over
3
to me.
bulk.
Oh, but that's
Yeah.
like light bulk. That's almost negligible.
true.
It's negligible.
That's true.
bulk.
No, it isn't.
Give
No,
the
this-
battery to the techno guy. Give it here.
Okay, makes sense.
See, Sayo, and I told you we shouldn't have skipped this door.
you were right.
I'm a very wise gnome.
All right, so yeah, I put that in your inventory for you, Gilderon. Let's see, what else is there? Oh, there's some crates in the back of the room full of parts for repairing starships, including basic ablative armor.
Ablative.
I said what I said, John.
Fair enough. You
Yeah,
did.
you were
certainly
just
did.
wrong.
So you'll be able to snatch that later, throw it on your ship. Or
Yeah.
you could
Awesome.
you could even tell, you could call Lenny and have him come on and get it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the beauty of having a crew of NPCs on your ship. So you can go ahead and grab it, and take it back to the ship.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if nobody, I'll call him.
No, Ryle called. Lenny's my boy.
Okay.
Yeah, and she calls and she's like, Lenny, I've got a surprise for you.
Oh yeah, what'd you find?
I found some ablative armor for the ship. I also found
It's pronounced ablative.
It's not, but all right. I also found a bunch of ready-to-eat meals. So, like, if we get in a bind and we won't
That's
lack for food.
all right. That's great.
And I
They
found
only
this.
seem
this,
to be about 1,000 years old.
I found this set. Well, they're ready to eat, though. They're fine. But I found this set of armor that made God question everything.
Wow, that sounds pretty intense there,
Yeah.
Raya.
So I'll need you to pick up, the armor and the ready to eat meals, if you don't mind.
Wait, Wait, okay, hold on. You want him to pick up your armor that you're
No,
wearing?
the ablative armor for the ship.
Yeah.
The ablative.
Oh, right. Yeah, the ablative armor.
I like
yes.
that.
Ablative.
All right, I'll be. Thanks for including me. I never get to be on the away team. Cool. I can be right out there. Let me suit up, and I'll get some help from Walter, and we'll get this stuff on the ship. Is everything all good on the station so far? Or what? What are you finding out?
We ran into some sort of zombified moth people, but
Yeah, that tracks.
They are no more.
That
At
also
least,
tracks.
At least the ones we ran into. We haven't, explored the rest of the station. So, we'll keep our head on a swivel. But now I'm untouchable with this new armor, so no problem.
Right. All right. Well, yeah, we'll get to work. We'll just keep ourselves to the airlock area.
Yeah.
We'll let you handle the wet work, as it were. Yeah, great. See you in a bit. Signing off or whatever you're supposed to do on these things.
I will say, once we finish up here, I'm going to have
I was signing off. I'm just kidding.
But you're not in charge. I'm going to have a project for you later. I want to fuse this new armor set with my old armor.
Right.
It needs
All
to
right.
be aesthetically the same.
Yeah, no, I got you. I gotta go get in this suit though before I come. So
All right.
we could talk later. But that sounds awesome.
We'll see you.
Yeah, and we will see you. Thanks for listening to the STF Network. If you want to hear more from us, check out our other Starfinder and Pathfinder shows at the stfnetwork.com. That's the stfnetwork.com. And support us on Patreon to listen to our bonus podcast, including our homebrew adventures and Tom Talks, our behind-the-scenes show. Stay groovy, possums.